All right, check, check. All right, that's good. So, all right. Hang on. Let me check a couple things here real quick. Gotta set some stuff up. Just my microphone. Hang on, hang on. Hi, kitten. All right, where are we at? What? What do you want from me? All right, check.
Check.
And
And all right, check, check. Nothing. Check. Oh, there's a little something. Okay. All right, it looks low, but I don't think I can turn it up any. I think it's all the way up, isn't it? Okay, let me check. Check, check. Testing, testing, testing. It just doesn't go any higher than that? What's going on with that? Hang on. Check, check. Testing, testing. No? Well, I thought we could have a good mic for today, everybody. I'm not sure that we can. I don't know. It says it's in the green. It's a little bit quieter than the sound we usually have on the stream. I get that, but according to the rangefinder here, we should be in the zone. Let me make sure this is turned all the way up here. Indeed. According to that, it's good too. All right. Hang on. Let's just see if it goes any higher. It doesn't. That's it. Okay. All right. Well, let me check on Discord, make sure you guys can hear me, and then we will get to the mailbag here with just me and Laura, apparently. Kittens, nobody else? Just me and Laura? Not even Laura anymore? Well, what are you going to do? Okay. Am I audible? Nope, not audible enough. Okie dokie. Well, one last thing I can check. All right, almost there. Well, all right. Okay, well, that's as good as it gets, and not good enough.
okay, I tried, everybody. I actually came in here and set up the camera that the mic's supposed to connect to, the advance, and I made a real good effort. Strong effort. Failure, but strong effort. So we'll pick it up again next time for that. One thing I might, I might try one other thing real quick just to see if you can hear me a little better, because I know the mic that's picking me up is very distant and not great. But I don't know if this is going to do any better, is it? Just see in case. That'd probably take too long to try to do that anyway, wouldn't it? And I think I accidentally disconnected the camera or something. Yeah. Alright. Okay, this could be loud. Hang on though. Kind of hoping it does. Okay, I'm done playing. I guess this is it. This is what we get for today. Sorry about that. And maybe if we're lucky, we'll get kittens. Okay, we got a couple. We got Sonnet and Lore. All right, let me make sure you guys can hear me this way, because this is as good as it gets for today. Okie dokie. All right, well, that's what we're going for. All right, good. Put these in my pocket for now, put them away later. All right, one more piece of bad news, which is there were 2 letters that I know I picked up from the post office, but I'm not entirely sure where I put them, and I know they're going to turn up real soon. There's not too many places that they would be, but I didn't have time to look comprehensively for that either. It is what it is. Yeah, apologies there. But we have these 3 packages. I picked up the mail on Wednesday, so if you sent something that arrived after Wednesday, it's not here, but I was making up for the last couple weeks. So I was worried that there might be a whole bunch of stuff, but there's only 4 boxes. You see 3 boxes here. I didn't bring the last one in yet because it is, I guess, not a surprise. If I bring the box in and you see it, it's got a great big picture of what it is on the side of the box, and I'm really excited about it. I thought I would save that for you guys instead of having it sitting right here waiting for us to open. So we're going to open these 3, and then we're going to open the surprise one, and well, that'll be Mailbag more or less. So that's what we're going to go with. As far as news goes, I think last week I told you that the kittens were going to the vet this week, and I was mistaken. They're going to the vet next week, which might as well check what day as long as I'm sitting here. They are going in on Monday. All right, Monday is in the afternoon. It says here that they're getting their vaccines, but really what I'm going to do is have the vet just look at them and say for sure whether she feels like they can get their spays in 1 month. I know she's going to be fine with the boys, so we're going to schedule them in about 4 weeks when they would be 12 weeks old. The boys won't be a problem. The girls, she's going to have to make a call on. I feel like they're fine. Dr. Katz would probably spay these girls at this size. And they've still got another 4 weeks before we're going to ask our vet to do them. So I feel like our vet, the new vet, is going to be fine. But that's for her to decide. It's not for me to decide. So we've got to ask and find out. So that's the plan, is to bring these kids in Monday, have the vet take a look at them, and just tell me, hey, can we schedule this or not? And that's where we'll go. So fingers crossed, these guys will all be ready to be picked up by their adopters like mid-November, mid to end of November, certainly well before December. And I'm just going to put this thought out there. This is not completely, settled one way or the other yet. But I think that DJ's pushing for us not to bring in the next mom cat right away, and to maybe bring in the next mom cat a little bit closer to actual Christmas. The reason being that she's got a little bit of time off work just before Christmas, I think like the 2 weeks before Christmas, and she wants to see if we can travel then. On the other hand, that's probably a terrible time to travel for fun. So what we need to do is I need to talk to her about it and come up with a final decision on whether we're going to try to do that or not.
if we are going to try to travel before Christmas, then it might make sense to wait and bring in the new mom cat after we do that travel so that we can get a pet sitter in here that only has to deal with the faculty and isn't trying to take care of newborn kittens or a pregnant mom cat and panicking about that stuff. So if we're going to travel, that would be my hope. I don't know that we're going to yet. So all of that could be nothing. It could just be the fact that we're going to get in a new mom cat right away and go for that. But I have to have the discussions with DJ. Speaking of, with DJ, I think she just announced our Christmas tree party, where annually we put up the Christmas tree. It's not that much of a party. I don't think it should be called that. Maybe she didn't even call it that. But it is us putting up the Christmas tree, putting some decorations on. That's usually all there is to it. It's not that huge a deal, but it's kind of a tradition. I think she scheduled that for next Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Is it next Sunday? It's coming up real fast. Maybe it's the Sunday after. I'll look at the Discord. You guys, if you're on Discord, you know. If you're not, then I guess you're probably not going to see it anyway because it's mostly just done by Discord invite. So there you go. I don't know why I'm telling you. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, then you don't know. And I don't know. So am I invited? I haven't got the slides. Let's open some stuff. Okay. I do know, I think I know, did I find the mailbox bag? I'm not sure if I did or not, come to think of it. I wasn't looking for it, so still using this knife. But that's okay, because there's not even any kittens here to worry about. Except Laura over there in the sun. Laura, you better just be playing in the sun and not doing anything your mom might do. Boy, it's a very sunny spot for you. What are you doing? You digging for sun? Okay, well, maybe you'll find some if you dig far enough. You gotta dig pretty far. So this box is from Brewcast, but why? Let's find out. On the front, we have some really cool art of a little kitten, a little orange kitten with blue eyes and some butterflies and flowers, and I can't even tell. It looks like a photograph of paint. Like real thick acrylic maybe, but it's hard to say how that was done. It looks real pretty. And on the inside it says, "Cookie sent with love from Laura Kitten Fan and Oracle, Ilowina and Zora." I hope I'm saying your name right. Card by Julie GG. Much love, squeeze a kitten for me. Dr. Brew of Brew Cats. So she has been doing a thing, Dr. Brew from Brew Cats. Has always run a little bit of a contest to see who can guess when the kittens will be born, and whoever wins generally gets some of her homemade cookies that are very good, one of DJ's favorites, and a lot of times the person that wins will say, "I don't want the cookies, I want to send them instead to DJ and Mr. A," which apparently is what happened here, and it's a bunch of people that got together, because Laura Kitten Fan sent cookies, the Oracle, Ilowina, and Zora sent cookies, apparently, and the card was made by Julie. So that's pretty cool. And then in here we have 2 packages of the Brew cookies, the real good stuff. Butterscotch oatmeal cookies is exactly what they are, and that's what both of these are, butterscotch oatmeal. Oh man, I ate so many of these, but I'll try to give them all to DJ because she likes them and she can eat them, and then I don't eat them all. I don't know. I think there's a good chance. I haven't been working out as much as I should lately, and I'm feeling it. I really am feeling it. I need to get back into the swing of things, and until I'm back in the swing of things, I have been all over on eating junk food. So there is a chance that those cookies could be eaten by me sooner rather than later. I gotta get it done now before I start working out again, right? Just gotta take advantage of all that. It works both ways. When I started working out, I said, you get that impulse to start doing it, and then you just gotta do it when you get the impulse. You gotta strike when the iron is hot, right? If you have the urge, do it. Why can't the same thing apply to eating the junk food, right? Strike when the iron's hot. If you got the urge, do it when you get the chance. I don't know if that's good advice or not, but I'm going for it. That's what I'm going for. Okay, so now we got 2 boxes, both from Joy And we've got a knife guard here. Look at that. So classic. Oh, classic Kitten Academy. This is packed full of some cool stuff, too. And the note, which says, "Hi, Mr. A and Dr. DJ. Hope all is well. I'm so glad you and DJ have settled in your new home. It's stunningly gorgeous and hopefully will bring you both lots of happiness for years to come. I made some blankets, I made some blankets which I started back in June, and I thought they would come in handy when sitting out on the deck or in the courtyard by the fire pit during the cold and chilly nights, or to help protect some of the furniture from the notorious pea fairy. But please do with them as you see fit. I hope to send the usual gift bags for the Pennsylvanians soon. They are so sweet and silly. I still laugh about them climbing the ball track tower. I don't recall any kids doing that since I started watching the live stream. They've taken playtime to a whole other level. I think the Redooders are in for quite a wild ride when they go to their forever homes. There also should be a special superlative category for being the most creative in inventing a game. Ball track tower diving, ball track tower belly flop, and pig bed jumping come to mind. You never know what they'll come up with. They're so creative. Thank you for all you do for mom cats and their kittens. So I will sign off by saying there can never be too much glue, no matter how ridiculous it is. Looking at you, Lauren Haiku." Wow, that is some noise going on over there. Okay. Thank you for all you do. We did that. Okay. It only takes the love of one kitten or mom cat to change someone's life forever. Kitten hug, Joy, Bayou, and Gracie. P.S. Blankets are machine washable and a cold water gentle cycle dry low heat. Perfect. That's good advice. That's probably how I would care for them. Now, you set some other things than the blankets in here as well. For instance, there's a pineapple serving board with a spreader. That is really cute. That's some quality bamboo right there, the woodwork. I like the way that's put together. I like the way that they've used the two different kinds of, I assume it's two different kinds of wood, although it all has the bamboo texture to it. So it must all be bamboo, just two different colors. And then they put it together to make stripes in the pineapple and to make this top a different color. And it does come with, in fact, a spreader or a wooden knife. So that's pretty nice. I like it. I'm wearing a pineapple shirt today, so you know we're all over this idea. This is accessories included brown tabby pop-up cat with accessories. What? It's just like a giant paper doll? It's closed. Oh wait, it's not closed. Okay, I can't open it. It is like a giant paper doll. Look at that. I hope this, does the head turn? It does turn. Okay, there we go. Look at that. It pops. It's a little three-dimensional. Wow, he really looks like an Eddie. I guess all ground tabs look somewhat alike. Pull. Oh, I see. If you pull his tail, what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. That's what happens. Nothing. I think it's supposed to be popped up some more than this, though, isn't it? It's got some little three-dimensional stuff going on here. Oh, is it maybe? Oh, goodness. Wow, it sounds like I'm pulling the wrong cat's tail. All right. Well, I don't know where it goes, how it does yet, but look at this. It's got all these accessories and things. Oh, there we go. Here's the instructions. Instructions: hold sides with one hand, pull tail until it pops. Rotate head. Well, I'm really afraid if I pull it until it pops. I think that, there we go. That makes him 3D. I see it now. You see how he kind of stands up a little bit more. Rotate head. Slide up to close so you can put him back. There's a note here too. Nope, just a blank thing. Very cool though. It's the same kitty with a red collar on, I think. And then look at these accessories. Look at that. We got the spa with the cucumbers. We got a little party hat. We got some flowers. We got a bow tie. Most of these have similar but different things on the back, like the spa with the cucumbers becomes a bandana. All different kinds of sunglasses. A speech bubble where you can write in what you want them to be saying. All right, this will be fun to put up somewhere and to play with. I'm not going to put it up right this second, but it is really cute. What a fun idea. Let's see if I can get this guy to collapse back down so he can go back in here, because that's also pretty cool. Oh yeah, there we go. Goes right down. Nice. All right, Callie, you wait in here. Put your head upside down again. Fold your tail up. All right. There you go. Weight right in there. Oop, all the way, all the way. Pop-up cat. Well, that's going to be one fashionable cat around here. All right, let's put all that over to the side. We also have tarragon truffle fusion flavors, a dazzling taste achieved quite simply. What on earth? Tarragon and truffles. So what is this? Seeds for, no, this is a packet of spice, tarragon truffle spice, onion, tarragon, bell pepper, sea salt, garlic, shallots, truffle, mushrooms, and spices. Oh, tarragon truffle. Well, that sounds like that could be pretty strong. It says chicken, bread dip, great as a marinade, more recipes inside. I want to see if I can smell it, but it's all packed in plastic here. No, nothing to smell yet. Okay, I'm not going to open it and ruin that, but that sounds really good. Truffles is one of those things that can, like, it's real hit or miss. It can easily get way too strong, and then it's not good, but if it's just right, it's got that super unique sort of umami flavor that's, oh wow, that's a big blanket. Wow, you said, like, using it for us, like for people outside, and I thought, oh, it must be much bigger than the blankets that we normally get, and it sure is. It's not just bigger, but look how fluffy it is. And it's beautiful. I love these colors. This teal and the sort of seafoam green are a couple of my favorite colors. Maybe that's more of a cerulean than teal. I don't know. But I do like teal. I like the seafoam green. I like that you put them together with the gray, the black, the white. It's very pretty. It's so fluffy and soft. And I think it's perfect for those things, like you said. I want to do the fire pit with DJ one of these nights when it's actually cold out. We haven't had time for that yet. Now that it's cold out, we've done it a couple times, but it was actually kind of warm. I'm really looking forward to it now that it's chilly. And I've got marshmallows all ready to go, so maybe I can talk her into doing that tonight even. I organized the whole annex, the whole upper floor of the annex. I finally, got everything put away. I've unpacked the stuff that needs to be unpacked. I set up our desks over there. DJ now loves that space since I've cleaned it up and made it look nice. She's crazy about it. She was kind of ambivalent before about, I don't know if I'm even going to use it for anything. She basically was like, just do your hobbies over there. I don't know if I'm ever going to hang out in the annex or if it's my thing. And I cleaned it up this week, and since I cleaned it up, she hasn't, she spends every minute over there at her desk now that she's got over there. I set up a desk. I gave her the desk by the best window, of course, and I set up a space for her to build her little miniature. She builds these little miniature houses and stuff. So I set up a space for her to do that, and I put the ones that she's already built all out on display. But I think I've got to put them away too, because her concern is that they're going to get all dusty unless I put them under some sort of acrylic, container. So I'm probably going to have to start doing that for her. But nonetheless, I guess I don't know how I got started on that, but my point is she's over there right now, just enjoying her day in the new annex space, which is nice. And she's sending me messages that say, "Oh, I love you." I don't know why. Is she watching? Or did she just decide to say that out of nothing? I don't know. Either way, nice. I love you too if you're watching. I probably love her too, even if she's not watching. Okay. All right, so we've got this box. Also from Joy. I'm expecting this is another blanket, since that's sort of what she hinted at. We've got another nice card, very good. The note is in box number 1. Excellent instructions, because I can so easily be confused about literally everything. And look at this. Oh my goodness, it's another giant, chenille blanket. But this one is done in a lovely purple, and again with this really cool black and white and gray. That gives it a neat sort of visual texture. But then it's these really nice purple and lavender stripes. Look at how pretty that is. It really is. And it's so hard to do. I mean, I assume it's so hard to do chenille like this and to get it to be so square. But you've done a great job with that. It is such a difficult thing. Oop, there we go. When you've got that material and there's so much of it and it's so soft, you've really got to be skilled at what you're doing to keep it from going all out of shape as you go along by getting some stitches like tighter and looser and stuff. And I know I would never be able to do it. So that's really fantastic. Okay, wow, that went quicker than I thought. So 11:26, and I've got to go get the big box now. So let me take these out while I do that. I'll be right back. It's just over there. Maybe I can convince some kittens to follow me back. I don't know. And then we'll put these cookies where DJ will find them. I'll put all this stuff for us in with the cookies. Take out this little bit of paper. Put that in here. Okay, I'll be right back. Oh boy, did you hear that, guys? Can you hear the train? I literally just did, I'm not joking. I literally just heard the train. So that's good timing. Ooh, long one. All right, so there. You had to hear that one, right? You might have to turn up your volume because I'm so much louder than it is. But, yes, the train is outside right now, and the train is inside right now. Look at that. Oh, no. Okay, I need my phone for this part because, let's see here. This is through Chewy. It is a North Pole train, as it says. And, oh, okay, here we go. And I know who sent this because I've talked on Discord about it coming, and my brain just is not entirely working the way that it should be, so the name is failing to come. I want to give credit where it's literally due, but just hoping I would see the name pop up in front of me on Discord. I think that they aren't here for Mailbag today, though. Okay, well, that's enough. Let's tell you what, we'll get credit in a minute. Yeah, how did I time that so well? I don't know. That's perfect. That really is perfect timing that this happened to come in at the same time the train arrived. But what I wanted to do was open it up and see if it's already somewhat assembled or if it's going to be something I can put together quickly enough to put it out. And maybe by the time I'm done, I will remember the Discord name. It's right on the tip of my brain. Like, you know how that is? Oh, wow. Okay, there is an instruction book, so it's not entirely... Looks like it's going to take a little work to get it put together. Maybe, I don't know though, I don't want to save it for the Christmas tree party. I've never heard that noise from the train before. What was that? Okay, I see it going by. There's the strange noise again, like it's slowing down. It's changing in pitch. All right, looks like it's going. Have fun. I wanted to put this together right now, but now it looks like it's a lot more of a project than I'd intended to do. Let's see, though. Let's just see what we got here. Look at these pieces; they're so nice. This is actually much better put together than a lot of these things that we see. Huh. And it. I'm smelling it because it's got a real scent to it that I thought it's sort of piney, floral in a way, which is weird because I know it's just like the manufacturing smell. Oh, thank you, MidwestMom. See, I got the M and I was like, M. I know M. Because, you know, I don't necessarily go by the, I don't necessarily go by like the names of people, like the way they sound. It's like just a shape sort of sometimes when you see it written all the time.
So it can be really hard to come and like say the name then because it's not working that way in your brain. Anyway, Midwest Mom, I know you were really, you're probably not watching right now or you would have said something yourself, but I know you were really looking forward to seeing this thing arrive and be assembled. Look at this. This must be the smokestack has smoke. It's a Christmas tree with a star. That's a cute little detail. That's exactly what that is. It's got these wheels with these spokes on them, which is definitely not how train wheels work, but that's okay. It's how Christmas train wheels apparently work. We got a couple of, I don't know, Misfit Toys legs, I guess. Hey! Hey! I see Ari's just sleeping in one of his usual spots. Ari likes to sleep in the chairs at the dining room table. And he's just sitting there sleeping, and Scribble tried to stand up onto the chair that he's sleeping in, and he was not happy about sharing that space and let her know, which is pretty polite, and then she just sat down. So she's still sitting there. Oh, now she's just going to guard him. She's just sitting underneath him on the floor there. Okay, as complex as this looks, there's a lot of parts, but there's just a few different bolts for us to deal with. So I'm going to put it together now. You guys don't have to watch. If you don't feel like watching, Mailbag's over. Thank you very much. I don't know where I'm going to put it because I'd like to leave it in here, but I don't want to risk it getting messed up before it's, you know, Christmas. So I'll either have to put some blankets in it or put it away for a little while. But I do want to see it together and see the kittens. That's weird. I guess I didn't think it felt like there was much in this box, but it's literally empty. I guess that's just how they needed to fill that extra space in the box. I've never seen, well, I guess I have, but only in tech products. Like if you buy like your watch or your phone and you open the box, there's usually like an empty little box in there to hold space. That's normal for that. I've never seen it in a big thing like a piece of furniture though. That's unusual. Okay, I was not expecting it. All right, so here's all the parts. How many different size screws are there? There's 2 different sizes to make things easy. Great. Okay, we start with the longer ones, which, by the way, they're 6 millimeters longer. It's not exactly visually obvious which ones are the long ones and short ones. I have to set them next to each other. There we go. Oh, I see. There's only 2 short ones in the whole set. That's why. Okay. All right. So from the cab interior, all right, insert a hex screw down through the hole into the undercarriage. This is the undercarriage, supposedly, and it goes this way. And the cab interior is the box, and it goes this way. Yes, this way. Correct. Okay. And then we put one of the long bolts down through here. We can do this. Is this how we're going to do Mailbag? Like, is it always going to be some assembly required Mailbag? I mean, obviously the products that people send are always going to be like that, but am I going to end every Mailbag now by trying to put something together and showing you how bad I am at everything? Speaking of, we're off to a great start with screw number 1. Not finding the spot it needs to be. Come on now. There we go. Okay. And we do the same thing with the hideaway barrel, is what it is called. Hideaway barrel. And I can see that it's only open on one side, which goes into the cabin. Oh, and on the top. Yes, that's on the top. Okay, so that will be a fun hideaway. I was thinking this design here reminds me a little bit of the design of the box of worm that we had that I built in Illinois. You remember that? It was literally just a box, but I designed it to sit over the heating vent in a way that would allow the air to come through even if a cat was sitting on top of the vent.
And so it was just a box that would like fill up with warm air, and the kittens loved it, the cats loved it, the faculty loved it. And I was thinking about making a new one for the new house, how I would do that. And I was looking at this with this little platform that it's got that's unusual here. I guess that's where the wheels go or something. Could also be repurposed for that. It doesn't feel like that's threaded just right. Hang on. Oh, come on now. Well, all right. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Got it. Nice. Okay. I love it when the threads go in just right and it's nice and easy. That's how you like it. Okie dokie. Now, we should be able to tighten those two down if I know where I put the little hex wrench they gave us. This really does have a scent. Like, it doesn't smell like you expect a freshly manufactured thing to smell. It smells almost Christmassy, really, like with a little bit of pine scent to it. I like that. I expected it to smell more like, you know, you open a box of Legos and you get that fresh Lego smell. But it's from the thermoplastics. I always love that smell. That's a good smell. It's probably not a good smell. It's probably volatile organic compounds that are giving everybody cancer. But it's a fun smell. I like it. Okie dokie. So yes, the small wheels go there. So this thing actually does sit on actual wheels and will actually roll around, judging from the way these wheels go on, which is cool. And I think it's got so much mass to it. I hope it doesn't roll around too freely, I guess. I also definitely used the right screw here, but it's too long for this base. That's interesting too. Okay. Well, it is what it is. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so these are for the little wheels, and then the big wheels also are going to get a washer. So, all right. Okay, so little wheels next, it says. I'm surprised that it actually sits like on the wheels, and I don't think it will roll around because these wheels, once they're tightened down, they won't be able to turn very well. But it will be standing up on them, and that does give the kittens a way to hide under it, which is fine for, you know, these kids these days will do fine. I'm thinking about it from like sort of the perspective of making it into a box warm. Really, I just have to cut a little hole in the bottom for the air to go inside and put it over a heat vent, and we'd be done. Like, that would be perfect. I might do that. I might cut a little 4-inch hole in the bottom with a hole saw. It takes 2 seconds. I'll have to do something. I'll have to glue down the fabric first to make sure that I don't mess that up. But shouldn't be too hard to do in theory. Okay, now this gets the shorter. That's weird. It does get the shorter one, and it gets this. Okay. Oh, this goes on the outside line. Now, why does this one need a washer if the other one doesn't? It's not like either one is going to turn. Or maybe you're just not supposed to tighten it down all the way. If I leave the screws a little bit loose, then it'll turn just fine.
you're trying to hang a picture and you can't see if the nail's getting in that little spot or not. Same problem. It's too big and flat to see behind it effectively and still have depth perception. I got it on the screw, it's just not threading in right. Let's see. Okay, well, we'll come back to that in a minute. If it still won't thread in right, I'm just gonna force it, I don't care. Oh, but we'll come back, we'll try it again. Let's get this side done first. All right. This is really cool. I like how complicated it is from the perspective of like it's going to look really cool. And a lot of possibilities for like fun mods I think you can do to this. Like making it a warm box or putting some lights on it. I don't see myself being fancy enough to do, like smoke or anything. That would be ridiculous. Some lights, they wouldn't be out of the question. We don't need sound effects, those are supplied by the real train. I don't think that one's in any better. Well, actually, like, yeah, it's not the same. Okay. Okay, it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to go with that. Oh no, and these bolts are so close to the edge too. I should have brought my impact hammer up. It was quick and easy. Okay, wait, I know a way to do this quick and easy. We'll just hold it with the hex screw and turn the wheel. That's the way, right? Yeah, that's the way. So much faster. Ari! Oh, Ari loves the box. He loves the cardboard box. He's always got to check them out. Tight. Okay. And let's do the same thing here then on the other side. This is sturdy. It's going to be very sturdy. That's nice. Alright, that's not going anywhere. Perfect. Okay, another screw to put on a roof. It is a separate piece here. Harvey, what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you even standing like that, buddy? He's rubbing all over the side of that cardboard. You can probably see him from somewhere. See if he has cute little Ari faces. What a cutie pie. What are you doing, bud? You gotta jump out. You're not gonna be able to climb out. You gotta jump. How'd you get in? Same way you get out, pal. Okie dokie. Oh wow, the instructions don't even know what to call this part. They just call it a scratcher. That's a cop-out if you ask me. Also, they apparently, oh no, these are the same size. See, it's fooling me having these two different screws be so much the same size. Okay. I actually wouldn't know what this part would be called on a train either. What's it even here for? Who knows? I don't know what this is trying to represent. Some sort of old-fashioned piston or something? Don't know. I can tell it's going to be a step for the kittens to climb up, though. Hi, oh, Engineer Ari, look at you, buddy. Can I take your picture looking through here? Buddy? Ari? Yeah? Choo-choo. Okay. I said choo-choo. And if you played Cyberpunk, you know what I almost said next automatically. I just couldn't help myself. There's a line in Cyberpunk if you played the game, you will remember it. It's an iconic moment. It's just great. But not something I can say on this stream. Oh, I almost did. I gotta be careful when I say choo-choo. All right, good. All right, one last piece. I'll share those pictures with Ari in a minute. That went together real easy, all things considered. I know it's probably not a whole lot of fun watching me struggle with this, but yeah, not too bad. Once we got it. Very whimsical, and I like that. I like the whimsy of it. Okay, nice and tight. Everything's tight. Okay, put this away. I'm going to get rid of the box first. I'll be right back. It's a nice box. Maybe you'll use that for something. Well, this is so cute. Oh, let me move these two so they don't get used up here. Let me see if I got a couple blankets that can go in that thing. It'll be the right color. Okay, I just grabbed everything I could find that was sort of red. I think it's mostly stuff from Valentine's Day, as you can see. But before we do that, I've got these two really nice pads that are actually made for their pods. I think I can put, I thought that would be a pretty good fit right here. The white looks nice and it's sploofy. Maybe I can fit one in here too. Well, it doesn't quite fill the space the way you would want, but it's not bad actually. Maybe we can bridge the gap with a little something red here. Just in case. Oh, that's going to be so fun when the kids figure this out. Oh, now where can I put it that we can still see in it with a camera maybe? Am I going to leave it here now? I'd like to see them play in it a little bit. I know you guys have got to be all excited to see them play in it a little bit. Why don't I put the kittens in here with the door closed for a while so I can go do other stuff. We'll let them play in it a little bit, and then let's see. I was hoping that would, you know, that the camera I just put in here to use the microphone, it doesn't work for the microphone. I know it works for the video, but the cable's not long enough to reach over there. Wait, it's not one thing, it's another. Okay. Well, for now, we'll just leave things the way they are. We'll let the kids check it out, and then we'll put it away until the Christmas tree party probably, and then we'll bring it out again. But I do want them to have a chance to see it, so. Laura's over there. Bring everybody else in. Thanks, everybody. Mailbag was spectacular. Midwest Mom, thanks for the train. Getting a phone call from the vet, probably confirming these guys' appointment, but I am not going to take it right this time. Who are we missing? We're still missing Bro? We're missing Bro, okay.